Hello there, and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. And welcome back. It's been a few days since my last upload. It's obviously the international break. Like I said before, last month in the international break, we don't traditionally talk about it on this channel. Although I do put Instagram posts out, so go check that. Um, you know, if you want to know how our lads have done. Obviously, you probably know by now, Mateo Joseph did incredibly well for the Spanish under 21s last night. A hat trick for him in a 4-3 win over the Kazakhstan under 21 team. So well done to him. And there's one or two other lads playing last night. I think there's a couple more tonight. I think Wales play, don't they? So we'll see if either Carl Darlow or Joe Rodon get into the team. Let's wait and see. But this video is not about the international games. It is about a potential new signing for Leeds United. Leeds United, it was yesterday actually, wasn't it? It came out that Leeds are looking at free agents in the centre midfield position. Graham Smythe of the YEP has, broke the news basically that Leeds are looking at a few free agents, but the main one of interest is Mr. Chiek Kouyate, the Senegalese centre midfield player, can also play centre back. We all know that Ethan Ampadu and Ilya Gruev are both going to be out for a number of months now. So Leeds are only really left with Joe Rothwell and Ao Tanaka in the middle as it stands. Obviously, there's the option potentially of Charlie Crew getting some kind of minutes, but I don't think that'll be happening if Mr. Chiek Kouyate comes in. Chiek Kouyate, obviously, massively experienced now, 34 years of age, um, has played obviously umpteen countless times in the Premier League. I think he's played something like I think it's close to 200 English league games. Um, Many of them in the Premier League. I think with three teams. First of all, West Ham, then Crystal Palace stayed in London, and then most recently with Nottingham Forest. So he signed, I think, with Forest in 2022. Has He got released at the end of last season, so I don't think he played too many last season. I think it was about 10 games he played, and a couple of starts within that. Was injured for most of the time. Although Forest, as we know, love to rotate their squad, and they have a lot of players, or they definitely did while he was there. Um, rotating, and it's probably difficult to get any kind of consistent minutes for them really because they're constantly changing it, but would be a very solid option at this level, at the Championship level. And you don't usually see Leeds United doing this. I think Leeds are probably more, definitely over the recent times, the transfer business is like usually go for younger players. But I think at this stage, you've got to say, hey, look, he's a free agent. I've seen these sort of numbers touted are going to be around about 25,000 pounds, a week or whatever he's going to be on. Nobody knows what he's going to be on. He could be on anything, couldn't he? But if Leeds have got that money to spare to go on a player, then that's the only way they're going to do it, isn't it? They're obviously talking to him, and it's come out that they're talking to him. Whether this becomes a thing, obviously, he could sign at any point. So, yeah, he's a free agent, able to sign at any point. The transfer window is obviously closed, but Leeds are in dire need of some reinforcements, given you know, the the injuries to Ampadu and Gruev. So he would be, for me, at this level. He's probably past it at Premier League level, but at Championship level, I think he could do it. Definitely, 34-year-old. He has an injury history which isn't very good, but there would be a desire for him to get up to speed very quickly. But whether he can do that, who knows? It's another story. But he's a vastly experienced player. Like I said, at the top level, at the Premier League level, he's a combative. He's a big unit of a man. and he's combative in the middle of the park. I think he would be a very good short-term solution for Leeds United, or maybe long-term, because if we get promoted, then say he's signed to the end of the season, we get promoted, and you think, heck, he's a well-experienced Premier League player, although he would be hitting maybe 35. You know, why not give him that time, give him that option, you know, of maybe a year or so, a year contract or whatever. I know initially it'd probably be to the end of the season, but if he does well, like I said, he's perhaps not a bad reinforcement. Even at the age of, like I said, 35, he probably would be then. Still not a bad option. So I think this would be a good option for Leeds. Like I said, financially they will be able to do it. Otherwise, they wouldn't be looking at him. Um, they're probably maybe haggling the his salary as we speak maybe. But I know Farker probably didn't really want to do that, but I think he's been forced into it. There were two injuries to two key players in the space of a few days, wasn't it? So yeah, although Rothwell and Tanaka have done pretty well for me in the two games that we played at Norwich and Sunderland, I think the need for extra is definitely there, and I think Kouyate would be a good short term solution, or like I said, potentially if we do get promoted, or maybe not even promoted, he might become an option. We see Musa Sissoko at Watford, have gone back to Watford. I think he's of a similar age. He plays in the same position. I think, that sort of player has still got a place in the championship, really. And we'll see what happens. I mean, Ogbonna as well at Watford. I think he's now 38 and they've given him a contract. So let's wait and see. Drop me a comment in there below. Would you think this is a good solution to the problem we've got in the centre? Or would you rather Leeds struggle on with what they've got, or go after another free agent? I know there's a few knocking around, but when I looked at the free agent list a few days ago, I did pinpoint maybe Kouyate as maybe one that could do a job. And in fact, I did think maybe Leeds are looking at him. It turns out they are, so let's wait and see what happens. Let me know your thoughts in the comments there below. Obviously, no game till next Friday now, so I'll be previewing it when the time is right next week. But I think we all need a little bit of a break, don't we, from it? So thanks very much for watching. I probably wouldn't have come on unless there was this little bit of news. So there you go. Thanks a lot. Marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.